चैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपादकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी कृष्णानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पाञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे मुखेति वाचाल पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। Okay. I was trying to consolidate my notes on honesty. I was just thinking how purifying it was to even meditating on it. And then, even if you have 10 parts, it is not enough. So much is there. In fact, it should also be through honest endeavors. So there's a beautiful verse in 11, 17, 51, the 11th canto, 17th chapter, number 51. And this is especially meant for those of us who are like householders. Householders in the sense, does not mean only married. Householders includes those who are in this world, those who are engaged in the service to this world, some domestic service, whatever. This verse is very beautiful. Yadrichayopapannena shuklenoparjitena va dhanena pīdayan bhrityan jnāyenaiva hare kratum. Very, very powerful and beautiful verse this is. These are all instructions which align with that story. Now, whenever there's a story, it has a relevant connecting Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita or any other revealed scriptures. It reveals it. The translation is very beautiful. A householder should comfortably maintain his dependence either with money that comes of its own accord or with that gathered by honest execution of one's duties. Very powerful statement. 11, 17, 51. 17 and 51. A householder should comfortably maintain his dependence. The head of the house should take responsibility of maintaining his family, parents, children, wife, whatever, relatives, whatever, it's dependent on it. Either with money that comes of its own accord, sometimes money will come of its own accord. Well, like, you will invest some money in some bank and automatically there's some interest or something that will come of its naturally it's coming. Or maybe you would have taken some lucky tip and some money will come from there, whatever. But not gambling, right? Gambling is illegal means. It means too much greed basically. Anything that is coming out of too much greed. But see, or with that gathered by honest execution of one's duties. Very, very powerful. When we say honest execution of one's duties, we have to be very clear as to nobody is inconvenienced by our lack of execution of the duty properly. Right? Suppose you have children at home, you have family parents, and you say that no, for me the program, or congregation program is important, or temple service is important, you please take care of yourself, or you tell Krishna, oh Krishna, you take care of, no, we are not at that stage. So what happens is, we tend to give more priority to these by neglecting the other part of the responsibility, which except us, no one else can do. A temple service, if you suppose you are not there, someone else will come and do. That's how so many years it has been going on. We can't think that except me, the temple, nobody else is there in the temple to do the seva. That is the biggest illusion. But we cannot say the same thing about our dependents. We cannot tell to some of our devotee friend, that Prabhu, I have a temple service, can you please take my parents to the hospital? He may do one time, but you can't do it you can't put others into trouble for your responsibility. So the honesty lies there that when we do that, the tendency is always to look for not just that we are seeing that service is important, but we are seeing the outcome of that service is important. Outcome or fruit of that is, oh, when I go and serve in the temple, people are very humble with me. But if I serve at home, the children don't care for me, parents still think I am just a normal person. So we want that same respect. We want them also to say Vanchakra Mother and all that. In the office also we expect them to do the same thing. Manager will give a hot stamp and send you out. If you ask for way, you pay obeisance. I am a devotee. I am working in this company is for your benefit. You are getting unlimited mercy by working in this company. Imagine they will think you are a nut case. Your screw is gone. So we have to behave in this world properly. You can't just be a fanatic. Internally, all self-gratification is there. Outwardly, we are showing ourselves as fanatic. This can't run for a long time. So as like we discussed last week also, that manasyakam, vachasyakam, karmanyakam, mahatmana. Manasanyat, vachasyanyat, karmanyanyat, duratmana. So inside I am having all self-gratification, outside I am showing off as so-and-so devotee. How will it work? So this is where the incompatibility between these two exists, and then it leads to our own frustration. With such incompatibilities, inside dishonest, outside showing ourselves to be honest or whatever good qualities, it cannot survive for a long time. How long the show can go? Show has to stop after some time, right? So Krishna knows when the show will end. He'll just be smiling. Okay, keep carrying on. I know how to deal with this. How long you will survive? How long you will be acting? So, with that gathered by honest execution of one's duties, we have to execute our duties without expectation of name, fame, adoration. We are supposed to do our duty to our family, dependent, etc., or even office or anything, without any expectation. In fact, our spiritual master, this one used to tell us that you should work. Your work should reflect. Your work should reflect your devotion at work, your job, at your job. That if you are paid 50 rupees, you have to work for 100 rupees. That's how your commitment to the work topic. So why 100 rupees? Why extra 50 rupees you have to work? Because long in the past we have got without working, we have got so much now. So who will pay for it? Right? So we have to be so much committed, whether it is studies, work, or anybody taking care of anything. We have to pay more than what is it. That is really honest endeavor. So he should not look for fruits. He look at, say, I am honest in my seva, that somehow or other I keep the other priorities aside. Where I am most needed, I should be there. Where I most want to be, I should not be there. There's a difference between these two. I want to be in the middle of limelight, everything, that is always there. But that is not where we should be. Where we are needed the most, we should be there. I can want to be there in all the other places. Because here there is no limelight. Even after you do all the work with your parents, children and all, what will they say? They may say that you are just doing your duty. That also you didn't do properly. They will say. Or Outsiders will not come and glorify you, put garland and you have taken care of your children so nicely. Everybody is doing it, you are also doing it. So this is how it is. In the office also, you can't say that I have done all this work, you please give me a raise. You say everybody is doing the same thing. What have you done extra? That is why you will be getting. Right? So it is very important to note this point in our day-to-day life also. Now, the next part of it is, according to one's means, one should perform sacrifices and other wages. This is a line that defines that conclusion of the Vilamamata course story that we talked about. If you within your means, if you have money only for two brahmanas, be two brahmanas. Don't invite 1,000 brahmanas and then go get loan here, get loan there. Getting loan is the worst form of dishonesty. Getting loans will spoil the relationship, loans will take out the fabric of devotional service from our heart. Never ever take loans. Don't be just asking for some money from others also. Vina dainyana jivanam. Without extending your hands, you should live your life. Anayasena maranam, vina dainyana jivanam. Dehi me kripaya Krishna, tvayi me bhaktim achantalam. Three things devotees ask. Right? Anayasena maranam. I just want to die instantly. I don't want a long time in the. Not because they don't want to suffer the miseries, because they don't want to make others' life inconvenient. So one person in ICU, so many people have to struggle, isn't it? Next is Vina Dainyana Jiva. Without extending your hand, saying, can you please give me something? You should live your life. If at all you extend your hand, it should be to give others something, not for taking something from others. This is in everything, just not money, it's service, time, everything is included in this. And then Dehi me Praya Krishna. As long as my life is in this body, I want Achanchalam Bhakti unto you. These are the only three things devotees ask Krishna. So there is no need to make a big thing. Bhagavata very clearly says, 11th canto is so full of beautiful practical verses. It says, don't make a big show of devotional service. Whatever within your means, you just do it. And in the temple, everybody is coming there, you have to do all the thing and all that, because everybody is part of the seva, so that is very natural. And it is also an opportunity to serve Krishna in that. But in the name of doing big seva, if I am going to end up getting loan from others, when I get loan, there is a big problem there. I tell him that I will give you after a month. But what is the guarantee that you will be alive after a month? What is the guarantee that you will get the money after a month? Right? So this is the biggest illusion. Loans destroy relationships, and even this credit card, this thing also, my Krishna used to say, it is the modern sophisticated begging bowl. Earlier they used to carry the begging bowl in their hands. Please give me something, please give me something. Now what they do, they replace that begging bowl with a credit card. It looks so nice, so modern and so sophisticated. What do? You go and swipe. Someone else is paying for you. So tell that person that I will give you after 1 month, after 2 months. Right? It's begging only. Isn't it? I'm getting loan, I'm getting then what do you do? If you don't give it on time, you will charge. That's what happens. So if whatever you have money for that, to that extent you take, that's all. And don't go and beg. Why do you beg? When Krishna is there to supply Sadhana Vishwambara. We saw that last week, right? But Krishna can supply the whole universe, so he cannot give this. We have to be simple in our. See, Prabhupada, Prabhupada is simple, serious, sincere, and satisfied. And that is why he was successful. So if you follow the first 4 yeses, 5th yes is guaranteed for you. Be simple. And be serious in your devotional service. Be sincere. Sincerity is nothing but honesty. Then be satisfied. Whatever has come, just be satisfied. And then these 4 things are done, automatically success is guaranteed. You don't have to run after it. So you have to be very arjavam, very simple and straightforward. This straightforwardness is the most misunderstood word. Many times people are proud of saying, I'm straightforward. Isn't it? They say, I'm straightforward. I will not, they'll say like that, no?
You chastise somebody else on his face like anything and then say, see, I don't say anything, I just tell everything on face.
Yeah, I steal everything on face, everything on the face, right? Such people are the most, what you call, dishonest people. Because they like to be straightforward, but if someone else comes and does the same thing to them, they cannot take it. How can you be like this? How can you be like that? So if you are straightforward, is calling this a straightforward, you should be ready to receive the same thing. So that is actually not straightforward. Straight and forward. That's all it means. You are straight, you are not like snake. You are not crooked like snake, like this. Snake means envy. So non-envious people are straight and they go forward. They don't get stuck in devotional service, right? The rivers just go straight and goes forward, right? So like that, it keep on flowing in your devotional service. That is like a river. That's why it will not stop. So straightforwardness is so misunderstood. I am straightforward, I am straightforward. All egoistic people, right? We are proud of our qualities, this so and so qualities. So this particular verse, it is very powerful and important verse to focus on because it gives very practical instruction, right? That you just be happy with whatever you have. Don't burn your heart looking at another person's palace. It's a beautiful statement. Your hut is your hut. Other person's palace is other person's palace. If you go inside his palace, you know how much problem he has. Inside the hut, nobody bothers you. There are so many property tax, this tax, that, so many things, maintaining everything, he will be breaking his head. So the more you collect in this world, the more you will suffer. You know? So here, it is very, very important that we, whatever is gathered by honest means, honest execution of our duty, we should live in that. And not only that, even to offer to Krishna also, we should offer that which is collected through honest labor. Honest labor, as I told, that you just don't leave anything undone. Suppose if there is something pending for you at work, don't say that, no, I have Bhagavad Gita class, I have to go this, no, I will do it tomorrow. The boss will not know anything about your Bhagavad Gita class. And if you know one thing about Bhagavad Gita class, that, hey, what does Bhagavad Gita say? You do your work. And then he will say, you are teaching Bhagavad Gita, you are not following Bhagavad Gita. One slap on the face they will give you, right? This one statement is enough to slap your thing. Because this proves, when they say that statement, our feeling proves that we are fruity workers. Because you obviously feel upset, isn't it? When that person says so, you are speaking so much Bhagavad Gita, but you are not following Bhagavad Gita. We get hurt, no? Why do you get hurt? No. I am getting hurt because I am expecting to be called a devotee by speaking Bhagavad Gita. But the other person is not calling you as a devotee, is not seeing you as a devotee. That hurts you. So the expectation of being called or recognized as a devotee is the fruity mentality. It is a self-gratification. Understand? When Srila Prabhupada, the kirtans, 24 hours kirtans are going on, that Gopal Shukla, that Brahmana, he came and he put meat, offered to Kali in front of his house. And the next day morning when he came out, he saw all these things, right? Immediately he calls all the villagers, all the people and say, call them all together and say, see, this is what I do. You are calling me devotee, but actually I am not a devotee. This is what I am doing. Please understand, I am a fake devotee. If I were there, first thing I would do is I see whether everybody is looking or not, and the first thing is clean it up and make sure nobody. So we all want that status as a devotee. My post, a devotee is also a designation for us. It's not a way of life. That's where the honesty breaks. Krishna doesn't want us to be, running after the name and fame of the designation of a devotee. Right? It's so powerful to meditate on this point, right? So, Prabhupada writes in his purport to 2.8.21. I really like this statement very nicely. Prabhupada says this: one should earn his livelihood easily and honestly. Easily and honestly. people go and work like a donkey. Prabhupada doesn't want us to do that. Easily, don't bend your back in the sense, don't feel it. Whenever I used to ask my spiritual master that Maharaj, this work is so painful, so hard, so stressful and all that. Maharaj would say simply one thing, you work hard, but don't feel it. The statement is so nice, don't feel it. Because the moment I am conscious, I start feeling it. And the moment I am conscious of my hard work, I start feeling it. Isn't it? So we should not be conscious of it. That's why he said, if we are paid 50 rupees, what I am doing, if I paid 50 rupees, I was only for 25 rupees. And complain, why are you not giving me 100 rupees? That's what is happening these days, isn't it? We work less, but we are asking, why are you not giving me more money? Right? That money which we have got without working hard is not different from the money which we robbed or thieved from others. The food which we are eating through that money will not get digested. Or even if it dies also, it will not lead to devotional service. That's a very, very practical point, very realistic step. If you are working hard and with that whatever little money you have, with whatever little thing you need to have, don't have to have all opulent things. Just a little food. That also will digest nicely because you have worked hard for it. Krishna himself works hard for in his services to Arjuna, and we saw that shloka yesterday, right? Saratyapara Shadasevana Sakhyalautya Veerasananu Gamanastavana Pranaman. All these things Krishna is doing to Pandavas. He is doing Veerasan, he is like the security guard is, and then as a peace messenger is going. He is going as a Sarathi, and then he is doing prayers, wherever they are asking he is coming. All these things he is doing. He doesn't feel it. That's why he is enjoying it. Oh, I feel it means what? I am doing so much what people are not recognizing it. When this feeling comes, it means it is feeling, you are feeling it. I am working so hard, but nobody is recognizing it. But don't you see that Krishna is recognizing it? Krishna had that desire, like Pancajanya Prabhu and we were discussing it yesterday when we were doing the parikrama. Right? We had the desire to go on Sunday. Krishna said, no, I just want to change the day from Sunday to Monday. I will allow you to do parikrama. I will allow you to go. Because if you, and then when we were doing, we saw how Krishna has protected us, Indra has protected us. So instead of calling Indra as a cruel person, because it's raining, we had to cancel our program basically on Sunday morning. So instead of calling him, he is cruel, he is very envious of us, all those things. Why he should be envious of fools like us? If little bit we can be qualified enough to, of his level of devotion, it is worth saying that. So actually he was merciful to us. When we were walking around, we saw how elderly devotees would not have been able to do the parikrama. So Krishna says, see, your desire I understand, but I will do according to my plan. So align your plan with my plan. Like that Mayadana says, no, whatever you plan, I plan, or both of us plan. It will only Krishna's plan works. Right? Bhagavatam is so sweet and so beautiful. So this is very important because one should earn his livelihood easily and honestly, for it is better to become a coolie for an honest livelihood than to become a great man in society by hooker. Then he says, very nice, beautiful statement. There is no harm if one becomes the richest man in the world by honest dealing. But one should not sacrifice the honest means of livelihood simply to accumulate wealth. Such an endeavor is harmful to devotional service. Amazing statement, 2:8:21 purport. Correct statements like this that Prabhupada has given, and this itself will give you, a concrete understanding of all of these qualities, right? So this is what so actually he's saying there is no harm if one becomes richest man in the world by honest dealing. So Prabhupada, Krishna also does not bar us from becoming rich or doing something, achieving something, have your ambitions, doesn't stop you from having your ambitions, but do it through honest means. Honest means don't expect for all these, shortcuts. Quickly I have to become rich. Quickly I have to become famous without working hard. You just work hard, and if the result is there, you get it. I mean, you just engage it in Krishna's service. If the result is not there, Jadavarat Maharaj teaches us a beautiful lesson. If the result doesn't come, or if you are just like that engaged in hard work without any remuneration, like he was just sitting in the field, and suddenly what you call this this king is going in a palanquin. Prabhupada is going in a palanquin. So the 4 palanquin carriers they are all carrying him. So they wanted some extra man. So they just saw this Janabharat is stout. They didn't ask him whether he knows to carry or not. They just caught hold of him and come on, you just get in. And then he was put into this. He was not asked an option. So when he was walking, imagine carrying a great self-realized soul like Janabharat Maharaj. He was asked to carry the palanquin by the carriers. So their Prabhupada writes beautifully that he didn't complain at that time also. Even when he was given the very, barley or some broken grains as food by his brothers by cheating. Mic is not on. It is on this mic. Is it okay now? This mic has to be connected there. So when he was given, rejected food by his own brothers, or when he was engaged by his palanquin carriers to carry the palanquin of the kings, Prabhupada writes beautifully, Bhagavatam says beautifully there, that he was thinking that I am extinguishing my past karma. Some past karma I have done, which I am extinguishing by doing this hard work. And he's just without complaint, he's doing it. He was not feeling it. Feeling it means false ego. That's all. If you see it is Krishna's arrangement, you will not feel it. So this is the best way to see things properly. My spiritual master made a very, very practical statement for Grihasthas or even those who are engaged in the day-to-day life. He said, honest methods to achieve your dreams is not barred in this world. Honest means, by honest, you may have ambitions. I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become a businessman, I want to become an entrepreneur. All of this will be there, it's fine. But you use honest means to achieve it there, reach there. And another beautiful statement he would say, is a very wonderful, encouraging statement, is that constant, for householders he will give this beautiful instruction, constant flow of Lakshmi keeps you in the mode of goodness. It's a very powerful statement. We think that no devotee means no Lakshmi, no thing, all that. But actually, because you have many more dependents also, you cannot just go and beg from everybody. Begging means expectation. The temple I am serving 25 years, they are not giving me proper thing. This is expectation. You are supposed to go serve without any expectation for remuneration and come back, that's all. Then your service will be liked by everybody. If you go, wherever you go, hey, you are not calling me for this, you are not engaging me this, I have done this, I have done that, then this is all expectation. Krishna doesn't like those who have expectation. He says the first quality he likes in a devotee is zero expectation. Nirapeksham. If nirapeksham quality we have, then he becomes our slave. And 4 more qualities he said, but this is the starting point. Right? So, this we try to understand this. Constant flow of Lakshmi keeps you in the mode of goodness. What does it do? Now this electricity, this fan, all these things are there. Water bill, this bill, that bill, so many things. Your food maintenance, something, health comes in. For all these things, you need to have some constant money that is there. Then you will not be bothered about it. Your Bhagavatam will go flow smoothly. Your Bhagavad Gita, your services will go smoothly. You will not be depending on others for Lakshmi. Right? So, make an arrangement in such a way that you are not dependent on others for day-to-day things also. Our dependency should be completely minimum. And only reason we should depend on others is for their mercy to help us engage in service and progress in devotional service. That's all. That nothing else we need. That is why Prabhupada writes beautifully that overeating, over sense gratification, over dependence on others' mercy. You should not depend on others' mercy also too much. And artificial standard of living. This artificial standard of living is a whole gamut of all the modern things that we are using, all kinds of artificial ways and means we are using in our life, whatever purpose it may be. Sap the very vitality of human energy. Prabhupada says this. The sign is golden words. So this statement, see how nicely Prabhupada has given. So better arrange our life in such a way that we don't disturb others. Everybody, we don't understand, everybody is in trouble. Everybody is in difficulty. Why do we go and bother others with our needs and things? How Sudama was living. Krishna actually forced Sudama to come to Dwarka because he wanted to meet Sudama. Sudama didn't want to meet Krishna. Krishna put this desire in the heart of his wife. Otherwise, only because prompted by Sudama's wife that Sudama went to Dwarka, isn't it? He knows his friend more than, before even his wife could tell, Sudama knows that my friend is there. All those years he did not go. Did he go? All those years which he was struggling through? No. Because he was willing to go through, this is my karma, I will just go through this. So it was just that Krishna wanted to see Sudama and he inspired his wife to tell that your friend is there, he has some money, Lakshmi, just go and get something from him. He was so, actually that little tinge of pride was there that I won't beg from anybody. So Krishna said, I want to remove that pride also. You come and beg from me. And finally Krishna was defeated because he didn't beg. Right? He just went there. He forgot totally that he has to beg. Isn't it? Sudama forgot totally. I have to beg. And when he's coming back also, I forgot, let me go back and ask him. No. He said, see how nicely Krishna was treating me. I'm a papi. He is just treating me so nicely, all that. That's why Krishna felt very embarrassed that I could not give. Even though he didn't ask me, I could not give what he wanted. So, this is very, very important to note for us as devotees, that we should not disturb others, inconvenience others with our expectations. Everybody is struggling in this life. The same GST applies to everybody, to devotees also, isn't it? Do they say no GST for devotees? They don't say, right? Or they don't tax your income tax thing you have to pay for the yearly thing. Everybody has to do. So how can it be that, hey, no, this person has more money, why can't he help me? Why can't she help me? These kind of thoughts are all dishonesty. All come under dishonesty. So we have to be very, very clear as to why we are in this world for devotions. We should be very clear why we have come to bhakti. We have come to bhakti to get rid of these anarthas and these contaminations from our life. We want to serve Krishna with sincerely and honestly. So wherever we come, let's just focus on how we can get rid of these negative tendencies and be more pure in our desire to serve Krishna. Then and while we are doing that, we should be so joyful, because honest people are the most peaceful and joyful people. Right? When you are honest, people are always truthful. Very beautiful statement one of the senior disciples of Prabhupada said, that if you are always speaking the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Very beautiful statement this is. If you are always speaking the truth, you don't have to remember anything. If I have to speak so many lies, then I have to remember all those things in sequence, isn't it? Right? Oh, I told him this, I told her that, like that, and then it has to be in sequence. But if you always speak the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Yes, and because you are speaking the same thing all the time. Right? So honest people are truthful, and because of that they are joyful and peaceful. You will never see someone getting frustrated because of honesty. The only time they will be frustrated because of following honesty is Through honesty also, if they are enjoying wanting some material desires, sense gratification, sense enjoyment, then they will be frustrated. If you are honest for Krishna's service, then there is that quality also. If you are offering it to Krishna, then there is nothing that will make you frustrated, because you are fully accepting Krishna. You are able to see Krishna's hand in everything, right? This thoroughly honest we talked about, isn't it? Sadhu, Prabhupada translates word sadhu as thoroughly honest in that 1.5.11. Today morning I found another verse where Prabhupada uses the same word thoroughly honest to the same word sadhu. And this verse is in, our Bhakti Vaibhav students will probably be able to read it today, because it is in the 17th chapter of 1st Canto, 1:17-13. It is there, in that 1:17-13 verse it is there, that bull is speaking certain words to, when Parikshit Maharaj is asking the bull and cow, who hurt your legs? Tell me, I will punish him. The bull says, I don't know who did it. The person is standing next to him, but he says, no, I don't know who did it. Without Krishna's sanction, nobody does. So it must be Krishna who did it. So that is the ultimate fact. Without Krishna's sanction, nobody can do anything to you, whether it is help or interest. Huh? Yeah, and for that he is telling, oh bull, you are thoroughly honest. Thorough honesty means accepting everything as Krishna's arrangement. Thorough honesty means seeing Krishna's hand in everything. Without Krishna's sanction, nothing happens. You just have to accept that, So, and it also means, see, the other example where you can see honesty is your honesty includes determination and commitment in your seva. You will not budge away from the service just because some small hindrance or something comes in between. And you will not look for shortcut methods. Who is the best example of this? Dhruva Maharaj. When Narad Muni comes in, when he is walking into the forest, when Narad Muni comes in, he is initially teasing him. Right? You are playing with the toys, what all talking about Apman and dishonor and all that. Go back home, your stepmother will give you all the things for you to play around. This is not the age to get insulted and all that. But then Dhruva Maharaj tells Narad Muni, you don't know, I am a Kshatriya blood. Kshatram ghoram upeyushaha, he says. Means the green chili may be very small, but if you bite it, it is same heart, no? So it's like that. I may look small, but I am a Kshatriya. I cannot accept all these insults and all that. She disturbed my consciousness. I know I am, and then he is telling you be satisfied, be this, be that, like a Brahmana kind of a quality he is telling. He is telling that is for Brahmanas, I am Kshatriya, you please give me instruction for a disturbed living entity, you just give. But that time he tells something very beautifully in the verse 4:8:37. He says, you please show me a way. I am willing to work as hard as I can to reach there. But give me a honest path. Give me a path which I will path which is honest. I will work honestly on that path. Give me a path which I can follow honestly. I am ready to bend my back to get it done. But you please give me that path which is ultimate. I want to see Krishna, that's all. So, this is honesty. I don't like to go through shortcuts here and there and all that and just get there. But I want to achieve whatever I want to achieve through proper means. That is very important. So, without determination, we cannot be honest. Without a commitment, 100% commitment in our service, we cannot be honest. So this is very important. And this starts from our following the orders of the spiritual master. Determination, dedication, and commitment in following the orders of the spiritual master leads to naturally to honesty. So this is a very important point to note. Because we have to be honest with our spiritual master. We have to be very honest with our spiritual master and openly tell him that this is what it is, Maharaj. Maharaj used to tell us that, our way is that always people don't tell what is there in their heart. If they have stomach ache, they will say I have headache. Right? And even if they have some problem, they are not frank. They will not tell the thing openly to the elders or spiritual master. So Maharaj told us that to the extent you reveal your problem frankly to me, to that extent my solution will work for you. If you reveal only 50%, my solution will work only 50%. If you reveal 100%, my solution will work 100% for you. So that frankness and honesty is very much needed in our dealings with the spiritual master to begin with. Even if with others, if you are not able to follow, at least with the spiritual master to begin with, I mean. Eventually at the end of it all, we have to be honest with everybody. But with the spiritual master, at least we start with, because he is the most loving person in all the three worlds. He is the one who is most merciful. Tranaya karunya gana ganatvam. Right? So that is very important to be honest, dedication, determination and commitment. And another important thing about honesty is that honesty also means we have to be grateful to everyone. We have to be eternally grateful to everyone, because we admit the fact that without, say, so-and-so person help, we cannot move an inch forward. In anything, whatever little thing that people are doing to help us, do our seva, whatever, we should be grateful to them. Kritagnyata, without Kritagnyata, honesty will not happen. Honesty cannot work. So we have to be really, really grateful to everybody who is coming along. And that gratitude is the force that drives us forward in our devotional service. And it helps us to be honest. Because suppose I am saying that somebody has told me, Prabhuji, you please take a class. And I am able to give a service, do that service to Krishna. Now, I should be grateful to that person, because without that person's help or without his approval, I would not have been able to do this service. Right? That gratitude pleases Krishna. That gratitude keeps us honest. Otherwise, what will happen? If I am not grateful to that person, I will become proud. Hey, because I am a big kirtaniya, because I am a big so-and-so person or speaker, whatever, these people are engaging me. If not for me, they may not have a good speaker. Like this, we will become too much damba, ahankar, pride, mada, everything will come in. This is the real, what is that? Danger, calamity in our devotional life. Right? So, Prabhupada writes something beautifully. We have covered a few points here. But now, how to be honest? We talked about honesty, does this, etc., etc. Prabhupada writes something very beautifully, that how to achieve this honesty. This is the most important part we are coming to. Right? He is saying in the purport of 9.4.21, if the citizens are trained to become devotees, they will automatically become peaceful and honest. So ideally, we just have to continue our devotional service. Then naturally the quality of honesty, like any other quality, honesty also will come and become part of us. This is a so beautiful statement by Prabhupada. Now there is a beautiful story in this connection in Bhagavatam which reveals this quality, which reveals how powerful is devotional service. For this, there is that story of Diti and Indra. Diti trying to kill Indra, and Indra also trying to counteract that by spoiling her devotional life. That's a very, very beautiful chapter. It's one of the longest chapters, and that chapter is about, I think, is it Pumsavana ceremony? Diti wants to kill. Yeah, so what happens is, for those who don't know, who have not heard that, it's a very beautiful, most beautiful chapter in 6th canto. Our Panchana Prabhu is thinking that he is telling every chapter same only. What can I tell? Sugar candy is sweet. You keep on telling same thing, bite sugar candy, this part is sweet, this part is sweet, right? Sweetest of sweetness, na? Madhuradipate Rakila Madhuram, right? So he is the sweetest. So everything is sweet about Krishna. This chapter itself looks like it's like such a long chapter, all these so many rituals that she is following and all that. But you see, if you see the overall picture of it and see the essence of it, you will start relishing this chapter so much more. See how it happens, because it's very much relevant to us. Because we whether we claim or not, we know that we are not devotees yet. Right? We have this envy, we have this expectation, hankering, hatred for others, all those things we have. So we also know that this quality does not help us progress in devotional life. So somehow or other we have to get rid of it. So what is the way? Doing devotional service is the way to get rid of it. These are the qualities that are not allowing you to do devotional service. But if you do devotional service only, you will get rid of it. Like chanting, so many offenses we do. But if you say that, my chanting is full of offenses, there is no point, let me not chant at all, you will not get an opportunity to purify at all. So only by the offenses which you are doing during chanting is the only way to get rid of the offenses. Same way, when we are doing devotional service, these qualities, negative qualities are there, anathas are there. Devotional service is the way to get rid of it. So what happens is, this Indra and the Aditi's sons, no? Diti and Aditi are sisters. Both of them are Kashyapa's wives. Now, Diti's sons are called Daityas. Aditi's sons are called Adityas. So Adityas, they are all given nice, Krishna is always helping them, Indra, Chandra, Surya and all that. He is always protecting them. These people, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha and all, when they come, they just get killed, all that. So Diti feels that, I am deprived of this thing. My sons are always, Krishna is partial. My sons are not getting any what is that? Recognition, reputation and all that. So she feels that something has to be done to fix this. So what she does, she has this ill feeling that I have to somehow or other kill Indra. Because of Indra only all my children are getting killed. The Lord is always protecting him, not my children. Right? So she is thinking that, okay, I should find a tricky means to get this my goal achieved. So what she does, when Kashyapa Muni comes home after a long time tapas, she is keeping her house very clean and trying to please him in all ways and means and all that, going extra miles to say, to please him. So Kashyapa Muni is naturally pleased, and immediately when you are pleased, you want to give a gift. So you want any benediction, I will give you. So Diti immediately says that, okay, I want a son who will kill Indra. Now Kashyapa Muni says, this is gone. This is why I should not have uttered words prematurely. Right? Don't give benediction to others. Don't give open benediction to others. Like Dasaratha also suffered because of this open benediction. Duryodhana also suffered because of his open benediction, right? He gave the benediction to Arjuna, and Arjuna didn't use it. It has no expiry date. So Krishna later, after 18 years in Kurukshetra, he asked, you that benediction, no, it is not yet used. So go and ask for those arrows which Bhishma Deva had kept for killing you people. Take that as a benediction from Duryodhana. Duryodhana, the problem is, at wrong places, he becomes good. Where you should not be good, he becomes good and gets into trouble. He never listened to Krishna throughout his life. One place he listened to Krishna, he got spoiled. Isn't it? In the last, everything was over, Gandhari tries to protect him somehow or other. So the vow which she followed to keep her eyes closed, she wanted to give it up also just to protect her son. So she says, you come to see me without any piece of cloth on your body. And so she didn't say what she is going to do. She just said, come like this. So he is going in the middle of the night, and as usual, Krishna comes there. And as soon as he saw Krishna, he just tries to hide some or other. Krishna started laughing. Duryodhana, I know you are defeated, you are completely gone, but you should not to come to this extent that you go in the night without cloth in your body. At least you have some clothes. He said, no, my mother wants me to come in this way. Mother is mother, but that is when you are a small child, it is fine. You are grown up, man. You should have some sense. Then that time he listened to Krishna. Krishna is coming as peace messenger, he is advising, all this time he is not listening. At that time he listened, he did not have come to this state. So this is the demons. They don't, what is that? That beautiful sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Pravritim cha nivritim cha janana vidurasuraha. They don't know what to do when. Right? When they are to do and to don'ts, they don't know. This is exactly matching to. That's why you see Bhagavad Gita, whatever he says, there will be some mapping thing in Bhagavatam, Mahabharata and all. This is how we should enjoy this great scriptures. Now this is how these benedictions have to be. Even to promises. One thing about is to fulfill the promise that we keep. Another thing is to. If we are giving some benedictions, that also you have to be very careful about what you are uttering, the words, right? So here he just told, okay, tatastu. He said, whatever benediction you want, you take. Then she is asking, give me a son who will kill Indra. Now Kashyapa Muni doesn't want either the Indras or this Daityas to die. He is father of both. He is equal to both. So he says, I am doomed now by giving this benediction. Now he says, okay, now she is immature. Who? Diti. She is immature. She doesn't know that this is all harming another living entity is bad. It's not the right way. So he is saying, okay, let me find an indirect way to engage her in devotional service. So he is telling, then okay, we will get a son who is an enemy of Indra or killer of Indra, provided you follow these steps. He is giving a lot of very, very strict rules. All those strict rules, if we read them, Prabhupada is so merciful, you will say. You don't have to do anything. Simply come, Sansara dava, pet bar khava, khoob sova. Mataji may not understand. This is our Hindi term. Maybe Nandapriya Mataji can tell her later. Later he can tell. So this is our, what is that? Kevala Ananda Kanda. Right? So we are enjoying, man, in the name of devotional service. After that, we are Kichadi devotees. Right? You know what is Kichadi devotee? You know what is Kichadi devotee? Huh? No. Our Bhagavatam runs only till Kichadi is there. That is Kichadi devotee. The moment Bhoga comes there, we'll start looking at the time. Okay, 5 more minutes only. Bhagavatam class will be over. Suppose the Bhagavatam extends for another 5-10 minutes extra, then we will become annoyed. Hey, our stomach will start burning. Hey, hunger, come on. That person is the person who is asking question at the end of the class, which extended by 5 minutes or so. He is the worst enemy. like a demon, But of course, we need to be respectful of time also. That is also one part of honesty, right? Just because you enjoy Bhagavatam, you can't let others suffer for your enjoyment, right? So this what happens. Now, our Diti saying everything, whatever you say, I will follow, but I want a son who will kill Indra. Motive is wrong, but she is obedient to Kashyapa. So what Kashyapa Muni does is that he gives long list of rules. You should not do this, you should not do this. You should be this thing, you should not eat, and you have to wash after eating, you have to bathe 3 times a day. So many different rules that he is giving. She is saying, okay, anything you tell I will follow, but I want an enemy that kills him. And she is keeping it inside because she doesn't want anyone else to know. And Kashyapa Muni also doesn't tell, he just tells her and he goes away. He goes to another tapas, he is going to another, for somewhere else for doing another austerity. She follows very, very strictly. Everything she follows. Day in and day out, she is following everything strictly. Then in that rule, he says something very nice. All this ritualistic thing he says. But he says that every day you should worship Lord Vishnu. Every day, whatever you are doing, you should do it as an offering to Lord Vishnu. It's a Bhagavad Gita instruction. She says, okay, that is fine. I am okay to do that. But I want enemy to kill Indra.
That is our only motive. Now Indra comes to know about it. Right? Now see, these dubious qualities, when people have these duplicitous or dubious qualities also, how they become purified by following devotional service. I'm just following up on the statement of Prabhupada. If the citizens are trained to become devotees, they will automatically become peaceful and honest. Now they both are not honest. Now see how the dishonesty is there initially in them. What is that? This Diti wants one son to kill Indra. So she starts following everything strictly, and she doesn't tell anybody. She doesn't want anybody to know about it. Now Indra somehow or other comes to know, because he's, he has more extra special qualities. These things he can know easily. Except devotional service, all the other things he will know easily. So what he does, anyway, she is his stepmother, stepmother. So he is coming and saying to his stepmother that I want to serve you. I'm seeing that you are doing all these austerities. I want to serve you. Now, Diti doesn't want to send him out, because she doesn't want him to get suspicious about what she is doing. So she's saying, anyway, my sister's son only, let him do. I know he has to be killed. At the end of the day, he's going to be killed. Let him do the service. So both of them know each other's motive, but both of them don't tell to each other. This is how in this material world all of us are working, isn't it? So that is why this chapter is most beautiful. It exactly maps to whatever we do in our life. We don't tell to the other person that what is my ambition, what is my goal, right? But if he gets to know, then he will also become. I don't want that, or he will disturb this thing. So I want to become whatever rich or this or that, whatever famous or whatever, but I will do it silently without telling the other person. Normally this happens usually in those students who study, isn't it? When the students study, they will have some extra special notes, and they will not show it to the other friends, because they don't want them to know also and score high marks, right? Same way, if you are earning also, they will earn salary, they will not tell the salary to the others, they tell their income thing to the others, but they don't want others to know, and they also become rich like that. These are all dishonesty, right? Similar to what these people are doing. So, but Indra is serving Diti so nicely, and Diti is also very meticulously following each and every list that he told. If suppose she had put that list in a piece of paper and noticed for thing, Indra would come to know. Mother, what is all these things that you have listed? Then she has to tell, somehow or other you'll get to know. So she learns it by heart. Like, we have the 10 offenses, avoid the 10 offenses. We need to learn it by heart. Then we will not need to put anywhere on the thing, whatever. This is the advantage of learning slokas and these statements and all by heart, isn't it? That statement which we read the other day, birth after birth, that naked material desires, we have to learn that by heart. Then you don't have to go back to the book every time, right? Similarly, this is everything she kept it by heart. Now, Indra is also serving meticulously. She is also not telling anything. He was waiting. Why he was serving? He was serving because he wanted to find one small mistake by which he can destroy that vow, destroy that penance that she is following. So one day, Krishna's arrangement, she eats prasadam, and because of tiredness, she is also pregnant, and she is following all the strict rules. So she just, without washing the hands, she just lies down and sleeps. Immediately Indra finds that this is the time for me to break this vow. And he enters into the Diti's womb very in a subtle way, and he sees this child there, and he uses his sword, thunderbolt, to cut that soul, that child into 7 different pieces. He thought this will be gone, but to his surprise, it became 7 children. Atma doesn't die. So he learned that Bhagavad Gita lesson after doing this thing. Now again he cuts each of those 7 into 7 pieces, 7 into 7, 49 different pieces. They all 49 are alive. And then they are asking Indra, why are you killing us? We are your brothers. Why are you killing us? We are your friend. Then Indra says, oh, you are our friend, you are my friend, then I have no problem to kill you. So we have to understand, we all have to become friends with these demigods also. And the best way to become friends with demigods is to do sincere devotional service. Because Diti was doing devotional service unknowingly, the child in the womb also became devotee already. And because of that association, Indra also became purified in his thoughts. Now Diti wakes up and she's 49 children. She sees that, hey, Indra, other than you, no one else is here with me. Please tell the truth. I asked for only one child, but I am getting 49 children. How did it happen? Then Indra says, beautifully he says, beautiful 2 verses are there. So this whole chapter of 78 slokas, this is a long chapter, 78 slokas. In that 2 verses, the whole thing culminates in just 2 verses. And those 2 verses are the most beautiful, and we'll finish by reading them. Okay? It comes in 6, 18, 74 and 75. These 2 slokas. Is 6, 18, 74 and 75. End of the chapter it comes. So see this beautiful verse. Before that he is telling something very nice. He says that Mata, it is your devotional service that has saved them. It is because of your pure devotional service, all these children are alive. And they have become friends with me. Instead of being enemies with me, they become friends with me. I was faulty because I wanted to find a mistake in your bhakti, in your vow, and to destroy your vow and also your child. But your bhakti is so pure that instead of killing that child, it created 49 more children. Anandam Podi Vardhanam. Now, Diti, what happens? She initially harbored envy upon Indra. But because of following this process and especially indirectly devotional service, her heart became cleansed. And instead of feeling disappointed that she could not get an enemy to kill Indra, she became very happy to see these 49 children becoming friends and brothers with Indra. And she said, you happily engage them in your service. Just take them into your service. You see, this is how, even when you are coming with negative motives, devotional service purifies us. And how Indra got purified? Because he was serving Diti. He also had a dubious idea. Some or other killed Diti's child. But because he was serving Diti, he also became purified. This is how by bhakti, everybody can be purified. See, the child got purified, children got purified, and instead of one, you got 49. Right? If you got only one child, it won't be much this thing. 49 children means that itself is a congregation by itself. You can have program with just your children alone. Right? So, and they are friends. They are Diti's mother. So this is the beauty that they are the only children born on the Daitya, as Daityas and became demigods. And they became demigods. Right? So this is, they are the 49 Maruts. We call them Maruts. You know, the what you call the controller of air. So these 2 shlokas are very powerful. Please repeat this shloka, 74 and 75. Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashishaha Etu nechanti api param Te swartha kushalah smritaha. You repeat this translation, beautiful translation. Although those who are interested only in worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead do not desire anything material from the Lord and do not even want liberation, Lord Krishna fulfills all their desires. So Krishna, what he did here to Diti is that he, instead of killing Indra, he killed her envy. Same way, instead of Indra killing Diti's vows, children, right? Indra got 49 brothers. Why? Because of devotional service. Aradhanam Bhagavata, Ihamana Nirashishaha. In other words, Krishna fulfills your desires in a different way than what you expect. We will have some certain plans. We will do this, we will do that, etc. But Krishna will achieve the same thing through a different plan. You just have to surrender to him. Yes, Krishna, whatever you are doing, we know. What is that? Jai Hari Kare, Te Mama Hitanu. Right? Whatever Krishna is doing is for my hit. Right? And then, see, Prabhupada writes in the purport beautifully. He says, towards the end, one should engage in full devotional service. Then even though he has no desires, whatever desires he previously had can all be fulfilled simply by the worship of the Lord. Dhruva Maharaj had the desire to attain the ultimate position. But after doing devotional service, he lost it. Right? But still, Krishna remembered that. Jai Shri Radha Govinda Dev Ji ki Jai. So, Krishna remembered it. So, even though he did not want it, Krishna made sure that he will have it. Why? Because he knew, now that you are purified by devotional service, you will not misuse the position that I am giving you. In other words, you will not forget your devotional service because of the position or a designation I am giving you. When Krishna is confident about that, then he will give you all these things. Krishna, we have to make Krishna feel confident that Krishna, I will not freak out by your all the name, fame, designations and position, fame, everything you are giving, followers you are giving me. I will not freak out. Then that confidence, you not simply saying, we have to give the confidence to Krishna by our actions and thoughts. Then Krishna will give everything. Right? But Bali Maharaj also, he took away. When he became humble, Krishna knew that, okay, I give it back, even more than what you already had. Right? I have given myself to you. So here Prabhupada writes beautifully, the actual devotee does not desire even liberation, anya shunyam. The Lord, however, fulfills the desire of the devotee by awarding him opulence that will never be destroyed. This is the beauty. The other opulence which we ourselves on our own want, that will be destroyed. But when Krishna gives that opulence, it never gets destroyed. For Dhruva Maharaj, that Dhruva Loka never will get destroyed. Right? A karmi's opulence is destroyed, but the opulence of a devotee is never destroyed. A devotee becomes more and more opulent as he increases his devotional service to the Lord. This lines Prabhupada is saying, isn't it so true that in our movement, how much more opulent everybody is, we devotees all become, by glorifying Krishna more and more, the more the temples are getting built, the more Krishna is glorified, the more we get so much more crowd coming, isn't it? Kartik month is so difficult to manage these days. Earlier, it used to be Kartik month and off-season. But now all the devotees are, there is no off-season in Dham. All the time devotees. Even in the month of May when it is burning hot, people are walking for parikrama. How it is possible? One pure devotee comes and gives Vrindavana, spreads, brings Vrindavana to the whole world, distributes Vrindavana to the whole world. Everybody is now thronging into Vrindavana. Right? The next verse is even more beautiful. Aradhyatma pradam devam. Please repeat with more sound loudly. Aradhyatma pradam devam. Swatmanam jagadishwaram. Ko vrunita gunasparsham. Budasya narakepiyat. So while the previous verse, nice encouragement is given that Krishna fulfills all your material desires also, including all desires he will fulfill, but in the next verse he qualifies it saying, but devotees don't desire material desires. Devotees don't want material desires. While Krishna will give material desires also, fulfill material desires also, but devotees don't do that. Why? Because Aradhya, one who is doing, like tomorrow is Radhashtami. Aradhana word, Radha comes from Aradhana. Right? Aradhyo Bhagavan Rajeshatanaya. So tomorrow is the day the personified bhakti is born. So tomorrow is the day to glorify bhakti. 2 weeks ago we glorified Krishna, to whom the devotion service is supposed to be offered. Tomorrow is the Bhakti Pradayini. He is the personification of the ultimate bhakti. Right? So Aradhya actually refers to Radharani, Aradhana. Right? Aradhya, when you are doing Aradhya, Atma Pradam Devam. Atma Pradam means one who gives himself to the devotee. One who sells himself to the devotee. Who is that? Krishna. Here, Atma Pradam, see, who gives himself. That Lord who gives himself to the devotees, Swa Atmanam is very, very dear to us. It's as dear as ourselves. Swatmanam Jagadishwaram, and he is the Jagadishwara. Ko Vrinita Gunasparsham. Gunasparsham means material happiness. Why will you ask for material happiness? Ko Vrinita. When Krishna is giving himself to you by your devotional service, why are you looking for these small, tiny, little things? Buddhasya narakepi VIHE. Intelligent person will know that this happiness, material happiness, is available even in hell. Even in hell you get little happiness. Because between one beating with the whip and throwing into the oil, they will give some gap for you to recuperate. So that is considered, that relief you think it is happiness. Like here also, no? One dip and then lift you up from the water, in the river, then that is we consider happiness. Again they will dip. Like this only in the hell they will do. So that happiness is available even in hell. So what he is saying, for that happiness you are running after pillar to post to color these things. No, but when Krishna himself is giving, see the translation so beautiful. Repeat, the ultimate goal of all ambitions is to become a servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So whatever ambitions you may have, material ambitions also, the ultimate goal of all these ambitions is to become devotee. If an intelligent man serves the most dear Lord, who gives himself to his devotees. Where can you get a Lord who gives himself to the devotees? You are praying to him and he gives himself to you. Can we find any Lord who gives himself to you? Demigods and all won't give themselves to us. They will give what you want, but they will not give themselves to you. When we are praying, I am ardent Shiv Bhakta, I am ardent Ganesh Bhakta. You may be whatever ardent he may be, but he will not come give himself to you. They don't have the power to give themselves to you. Even if they give themselves to you, Krishna will come and destroy their plan. Like Shiva gave himself to Banasura. Banasura was fighting, but Shiva was defeated by Krishna. So giving himself to you does not mean that I will give my life to you. That alone is not enough. I will make you successful by giving myself to you. But Banasura was defeated even though Shiva was with him. So it's not enough to be an ardent devotee of so-and-so demigod. It's not going to help because they are under complete control of Krishna. So he's saying, how can, if an intelligent man serves the most dear Lord who gives himself to his devotees, how can he desire material happiness which is available even in hell? Right? So this is honesty. Indra's honesty. Both of them became honest. Titi and Indra, both of them became honest by practice of devotional service. You took a statement of Prabhupada, the whole pastime is there to prove that statement, isn't it? So Prabhupada's statements are shastras. Every word is a verse, every word is a shastra. So please, let's be honest to Prabhupada. Honest to Prabhupada means not leaving anything in between. We leave this word meanings, forget about it. Translation, forget about it. Purport, little bit here and there, fine. Class has to be done, people should glorify me. That's all, I am done, all done and that's dusted. Where is the prasadam? Where is the next class? Where is the next glorification? This is not devotional service. Devotional service means we have to be purify ourselves. Such a beautiful verse. What is that? Our Dhruva Maharaj prays, no? Sthana Bilashi. Please repeat. Beautiful sloka. With this we will end. This whatever we talked about, Dhruva Maharaj, beautiful sloka. Sthana Bilashi. Tapasi Stitoham. Sthana Bilashi, Tapasi Stitoham. I was looking for Sthan, that is designation, and I was doing tapas. Stitoham. Tvam Praptavan. Deva Muni Indra Guhyam. Deva Muni Indra Guhyam. Deva, all the devatas, munis, sages, Indra, for all of them you are not attainable so easily. But I got you in just 6 months. Tvam Praptavan. I got you. such a thing. Even Narada Muni says, my disciple, just 6 months, he got Krishna. So proud he was. Right? So, Tvam Praptavan Deva Munindra Guhyam. You are so difficult to attain for all these. What is that word? Traiveshtapanam apidura darshanam. You don't give your darshan to all these devatas also, Sargalokvasis also. Tvam Praptavan. So, such a beautiful shloka. Please enjoy this shloka. This is the best way to shloka to offer to Radharani. Right? This is from Hari Bhakti Vilas, this verse, explaining Dhruva Maharaj's bhav. Sthana bilashi tapasi stitoham. You should sing very softly and lovingly. Radha Govind will be very happy. Khichdi is ready, huh? This is real khichdi. This khichdi is, it will take you to that khichdi. Sthana bilashi tapasi stitoham tvam praptavan deva munindra guhyam kachan vichinvan api divya ratnam kachan vichinvan api divya ratnam swamin kritartosmi param nayache swamin kritartosmi varam nayache. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Kachan Vichinvan Api Divya Ratnam. You are the Divya Ratna, the transcendental Ratnam you are. I was looking for broken pieces of glasses, this material happiness, this sthana, this, that and all. And Tvam Praptavan, I have got you. So he's saying, when seeing the Lord, he is praying these prayers, that Swamin Kritartosmi, I have seen you, I don't want anything. Varam Nayache. Please don't, I don't want any varam. The Lord, after he is spending all his time to ask for varam, but when the Lord is coming, he is saying, I don't want varam. Why? Because he is himself is the varam. Why do you want any more varam? That's why he is saying, you are Divya Ratnam. Can anybody be looking for broken pieces of glass if you have the Divya Ratnam with you? Transcendental diamond. That's what Swamin Kritartha, completely satisfied. You just take darshan of Radha Govinda, Giriraj Maharaj, and then Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra and the deities. That's enough, nothing more needed. I've got your darshan, I've got your seva. Darshan is there in the seva also, not simply come, watch and go. All of you are engaged so nicely in your seva. This seva is through which you take the darshan. How? When you take darshan, you are only taking darshan. But when you do the seva, Krishna is also looking at you. He is taking darshan of you. That is the beauty. So this one line is enough. Swamin Kritartosmi Varam Nayache. Right? You have, suppose prasadam is there. Suppose we are going late. I know we are going late now today. Suppose we get over at 9, we get late by 15 minutes. But when you are going late, prasadam is all done, you are getting very little. You just say Swamin Kritartosmi Varam Nayache. Don't say, I will go to Govindas, I will go to MVT and take. That's today, whatever has come, this is all needed for us to keep our body and soul together. I am telling you, as you keep on enjoying Bhagavatam and holy names, your eating capacity will come down. Because your food becomes, your Bhagavatam becomes your food, and your food becomes your Bhagavatam. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, तो कोटि वैष्णव की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल. Sorry to take some time of your